Back now in Paris, and you can imagine what a week this has been for lawmakers here. About a year ago, French Senator Nathalie Goulet called for a special committee to investigate the tools to fight terrorism. That committee ended its work in April this year, but she continues to demand changes in the French government to better fight terrorism. Earlier today, I met up with her at the French Senate, an ornate gilded space where we spoke in the Senate chamber. The attacks on Friday were so brazen, so devastating. Are you still shaken?
Of course. Of course. First of all, we had 3 days of mourning. It's just finished, and even not. When you see the smiley picture of all those young people,
it's heartbreaking.
It's terrible. We are now thinking about the family. We still didn't have any funeral yet. So, you know, we are just going on a very, very painful time.
As we stand here, there's just been a raid this morning. Are you feeling more secure now that French authorities have been able to isolate the people responsible?
No, first of all, I feel very secure in my country. I trust the police, I trust the authority, I trust the will of the President, Prime Minister, Minister of Interior to fight. And here in this Parliament, we all are very strongly dedicated to fight ISIL and terrorism. So I have no doubt about that. But, you know, the zero risk, you cannot do it.
When we see what's happening here, it would appear that there are terror cells that have been operating in your country.
Of course.
And perhaps there are still terror cells operating in your country, do you think?
Probably. If not those one, maybe other one. You know, we cannot say, because we have right now more than 7,000 people under survey. 7,000 people, yes.
You're watching?
Yes.
How do you then prevent another attack?
Well, we have a lot of intelligence. We cross intelligence. We cross also intelligence from other country.
But you've expanded your abilities here in France to monitor, right?
Also, and then we are under a state of emergency, which is a brand new situation.
Which means what, being under a state of emergency?
Well, we give more power to the police. We can, for example, have perquisition early morning, during the night, whatever, without a judge for a time being.
With no warrant then? So
No.
this is what we saw play out this morning over a matter of hours, a police raid.
People have to understand that we are very careful with this kind of things. We do not, our system, and we do not want any Patriot Act, despite the fact that it's a very dangerous situation.
It is tricky, isn't it? Because France stands for liberty, for rights for all, and yet you need to fight against the terrorism.
We have to find the balance. We have to find the balance, but at the same time, we don't want to break our system of law, because that will be the victory of the terrorism.
Are you familiar with the name Abdelhamid Abaoud?
We cross him sometime, yeah.
You've encountered him before?
Yeah.
Authorities had thought that he might be in Syria or Iraq. If indeed he was in the suburbs of Paris, what does that mean?
Well, it means that, of course, we have this Schengen border problem. We also have a problem that we point out during our investigation committee. First of all, you have a traffic of passport, real passport, not in Turkey. You have a lot of...
You mean fake passports?
No, real passports.
Real passports?
Yeah, because you have a lot of Syrian who died in the war and everything. So people collect those passports, and then they are real passports. They are real Syrian passports.
So authentic passports,
yes.
But from people who have died in the conflict.
And are used by some other people.
There's a lot of concern right now in the United States about migrants.
Yes.
And the flow of refugees, as you're aware, potentially being a place for terrorists to enter. There was a Syrian passport found next to one of the suicide bombers from Friday. Do you worry about that here as well? You worry about the migrant flow?
We are worried, but at the same time, you cannot let those people die in the middle of the sea. So we have to find the way to have a regulation, and at the same time to respect the humanitarian emergency.
The governors of more than half of the states in America have now come out and said they don't want any Syrian refugees.
And it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. You know, the destiny of a child of 3 is not to die on the beach somewhere in Greece or in Turkey. You know, that is not possible. We cannot let those people die like that. And at the same time, we have to be careful. And imagine that you are flying, escaping the war, you have not your ID with you. So we are thinking about the way to find a place to save the people, to give them any kind of medical assistance, and at the same time try to check their ID. It's a very big issue, but at the same time we do not have the answer yet.
Lastly, do you need more cooperation from the United States?
We just signed an agreement with the state, and I think that as long as John Brennan told us when we met him, the cooperation is very good, and we are very grateful to the United States for their help. And we need also more cooperation between European countries, but that is on the day-to-day basis.
Well, I would assume right now, as we speak, U.S. intelligence is helping and sharing intelligence with France.
Of course. But it's always, I mean, we have a very good level of cooperation. Excellent.
Senator Nathalie Goulet speaking with us in the Senate chamber there, Brian, just before they went into session this morning. One other thing she said to me is that they, in her opinion, they need what the U.S. has, the ability to track people's travel. She's concerned that France and Europe can't track travel movements the way the United States can. Brian?